Well, that was kind of a poignant story, and we need to end on an upbeat note. So I will tell you about the one time in my life when being remarkably stupid got me off the hook. It was right after we moved to North Carolina. I was driving my Saab 99 from Raleigh to Durham I don't know why I was doing it, but anyway, I was driving down the road, my Saab 99 going to Durham. And all of a sudden, a Lincoln Continental blew by me on the left-hand side, and on the back, the license plate said SHP3. Well, my name is Samuel Huff Pearsall III. So I thought, how cool is this? Here's somebody with the same initials as me, right down to the 3. So I hit the gas. And I'd pull up with him, and then he'd pull ahead, and I'd pull up with him, and he'd pull up ahead, and I'd pull up with him, and he'd pull up with ahead, and after a few minutes, we're going 85 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour toward Durham, and I finally got up next to him. The Saab 99 is pretty fast. I got up next to him, I looked over, and just as soon as I could see his face, he reached over and flipped a switch on the dashboard, and that car lit up like a float in a 4th of July parade. Red, white, and blue lights flashing, spinning, pulsating. I had caught myself a cop. So I pulled over on the shoulder, and he went on down a little bit and pulled over on the shoulder, and he gets out, and he's coming down the road toward me, and he's a portly man. Not that I'm not, but he was a portly man in a 3-piece suit with a little brass name tag over his pocket. And he's stomping down the road. And I quickly get out my cards, roll the window down. In my left hand, I've got my Hawaii driver's license. And in my right hand, I've got my Tennessee registration. And he gets up next to the car, and I read his little gold or his little brass plaque. You know what his first name was? Colonel. So, I had arrested the head of the the 3rd highest ranking member of the North Carolina State Highway Patrol. So he says, just what the you think you're doing? And I said, well, you see, we have the same initials. I mean, look, here on my driver's license it says Samuel Huff Pearsall III. On the back of your car it says SHP3. I thought we had the same initials. How about that? And he says, you wait right here. And he goes stomping back to his car. And at this point, I understand that I'm going to jail. And I don't know what's going to happen to my Saab 99, and I don't know who's going to pick Paul up after school, because that's my job. And I don't know how Linda's going to find out where I am. But mostly I know that if I go to jail, I've seen the movies, I know what happens to people like me in prison. We don't last. I mean, I'm the guy that's going to get the shiv in the shower, right? So I thought my life has ended. And he comes right back up to me, comes back, and he says, son, you're the stupidest I have ever met in my life. Said, I had called the Black and Tans to come get you and take you to jail, but I just called them off because you know what? It would be, you wouldn't last. It would be inhumane to put somebody as stupid as you in jail. And thus being stupid got me off the hook. And that's all that story. That's it for tonight. You know, you know, it's kind of commonplace and trite for performers to look at their audience and say, "I love you." But in this case, it is absolutely true. I do. Thank you.